Okay, so now let's try to understand that how this authentication is working. Okay, so what I mean to say that if we are having more than one pages, and in that case, what is happening that once we are logged into the system, right, that browser remembers that I'm already logged into the system, right, so that the next time it does not require to authenticate. So let me show you that what happens. So suppose I'm opening the home page of the application. It is not asking me for the username and password. Okay, so let me log out from this. Log out. Okay, right. I have successfully logged out, but unfortunately, I'm not getting any. I have not set the proper message for that. That's why this is not working. Okay, but let me open this once again. Okay, and sorry, let me go to the incognito mode, and here let me open it. Yeah, so here it is asking me for the username and password. So admin, okay, and I would be logged into the system. Okay, and once I'm logged into the system, that what will happen, that whatever page that I want, let's say that if I want a page of list students, okay, so it will display, right, as there are no students. That's why it is not displaying anything, but it is displaying, that means it is remembering me. Okay, so let's try to understand that how this is happening. Okay, so for that I'm going to close this incognito tab and going to open one more incognito tab. Okay, and there I'll be opening the dev tools by clicking on the inspect. So here you will get idea that what is happening behind the scene. So let me go to the network tab, and then let me execute the first one, that is localhost colon 8080. Okay, localhost colon 8080. It is showing me that it is wrong, right? And that 4001, that means that you are not allowed to access that page. Okay, that home page. Okay, once you will authenticate, then and then it would be allowed. Okay, so here you can see that there are two things which gets transferred. The first one is the request header. That means that whatever my browser sends, okay, so that browser says that I'm sending this particular request to you. Okay, so here it is sending everything, right? Okay, we are going to understand this thing, and this is the response of the server, right? So server is responding all those things. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to provide the username and password, right? And let's see that what the server is going to respond to me. Okay, so let's try to provide the username and password over here. I'm going to provide the username, let's say admin, and the password admin. Okay, let me click on sign in, and here if you see that I have successfully logged in. So now when I will click on this local host, you can see that the server has sent something to me, that is this one. This is nothing but the cookie which we have in our browser. Okay, not we have, but once the server would authenticate us, after that the server will send the cookie to me or to my browser. Okay, so that is what happening over here, right? So now whatever that further request would go, right, that request would send this cookie to the server back, so that server can remember that this is the cookie which I had sent client to earlier. Okay, so this how the server can remember me, right? So let me open the page and let me show you that whether the cookie is getting sent back or not. So I'm opening the list student. Okay, list students. Okay, so now in the request header of the list student, what should be there? It should have the J session cookie ID that is ending with 1E5. Right now it is having some other cookies, right, that was set earlier. Okay, so list student, okay, hitting enter, right, and in the request header we should have the cookie ending with 1E5. Let me hit enter over here and let me check. So here you can see that this cookie is getting sent to the server. Okay, so that server has validated that I know this particular client, so that I don't require to re-authenticate the client. Okay, so guys, what happens basically that if you go to the setting of your browser, right, at that time you will see the cookies which are get stored over here. So here I'm moving to the privacy and security. Then you can go to the cookies and other site data, and then here you just type for the local host, right? So you will find out that whichever cookies are associated to you, sorry, not here, and I have to click on that, see all the cookies, and here I'm going to type local host, right? And here if you will see, there would be a cookie that must be ending with one sorry, that must be ending with just a minute, that cookie is not getting stored over here, obviously, right? Because this is the like incognito mode. Okay, so that cookie is not going to get stored over here, right? So once you will close the browser, it would automatically like remove the cookie. So if you open this once again, go to the network and let's refresh this, and here if you will see the request header that is ending with EC5. Okay, EC5, and this is the cookie that my browser is always sending. So if you will do that authentication once again, at that time what will happen, that it would be login once again. So let me remove this particular cookie. Okay, and now if you try to refresh this, okay, now here you can see that it is going to, like, here that request header does not contain any cookie. Okay, and the response is sended with the cookie, but this should not happen. Let me refresh the page. Let me close this and let me open the localhost colon 8080. Okay, let me once again go back to the security settings, privacy, security setting, cookies and other data, and see all the cookies. Let me check localhost once again, and what it has now one more cookie. Okay, so every time that cookies get stored, okay, so let me remove all the cookies. Okay, and let me check localhost once again. So nothing is there. Okay, let me remove this. Okay, and what I'll be doing, that I'll be moving to the incognito. Yeah, here it is obviously that if I will refresh this, right? Okay, here you can see that I'm getting a message, but let me close this and let me open the incognito once again. So that is localhost colon 8080. It is asking me for the username and password. So basically, that with the help of the session ID cookie, that server tries to maintain the stateful session with the client, so that every time that client does not require to understand, or sorry, not understand, but the authenticate the client. That's it for this video.